Welcome back, all my dears, to Singer Dad Reacts. My name is Josh. So good to be back with you again, doing a reaction to Dimash. I'm back on track. I've had some family projects, car repairs, different things I've had to deal with. I wanted to get back on track with my journey with Dimash and his growth. And of course, Bastau is the next step on his journey. And so I'm going to be reacting to the first song in his Bastau concert, the Kazakhstan song. And I do have the lyrics up here, so I'm going to read through those. From my understanding, is this is a special song. It's kind of a proclamation to the world from Dimash to say, you know, Kazakhstan is here, and I represent my country, I love my country, all of that, right? So the lyrics are as follows. Your name is dear to me. Homeland is my heroic ancestor. Lightning is the fuel of honor. Blinking in your eyes, my stepfather is a witness. My native country is Kazakhstan. I'm in love with you, and I'm a child. My native country is Kazakhstan. The whole world belongs to you. What a crowded array. It's like an independent dawn. Kazakh with a god. It's like a hero. I'll be right back. My native country is Kazakhstan. I'm in love with you and I'm a child. My native country is Kazakhstan. The whole world belongs to you. May my country live forever. So, sorry if those are not the best as far as the translation there. I did take some of your advice, and I have actually been using the site that most of you recommended, which is the Lyric Translate site. That's the one I've actually been using. So, and for the most part, it gets them right, but a couple of times you all have commented that it wasn't quite right. So hopefully this one is correct. And I've got it all queued up here. And if you haven't already, if you could please subscribe, as I think I mentioned on another of my reactions. My analytics on YouTube say that around 14% of those that actually view my reactions or my videos are subscribed. So those other 86% of you, if you are someone that returns back to my channel regularly and enjoys the content, if you could please subscribe and support the channel, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Look at that, wow. I believe someone in one of the comments said that the golden eagle, the giant golden eagle, was like a symbol, some kind of a symbol. I think it's a symbol of Kazakhstan, but I can't recall, or if it's Dimash's special symbol, I can't remember. So maybe put that in the comments just to kind of clarify that for me. I'm trying to recall. Go back a little bit here. Look at that thing. Wow. It's huge. Oh, wow. Wow. This is quite the spectacle here. This had to just be a fulfilling moment for him, right? here he is, just kind of come off this triumphant entrance to the world in some ways through the singer competition, and the government says, hey, you really represented the country well, we're going to put this concert on for you and sponsor all this and everything. And then I believe the concert sold out like right away. I think from the time of the singer on, pretty much that's the case with all of his concerts from what I remember. They sell out right away. But yeah, this was that first number of the concert, just starting off. And now his voice is, I'm sure, more fresh, having a chance to kind of rest it leading into the concert. So I'm excited to see the performances from this concert. Let me just go back a little bit here. I noticed that like they've had several different parts here in the beginning of the song where there was a lower unison part that was below him, and now there was one above him just now, and now they've added an actual harmony to his part. So it's interesting, they're kind of mixing it up here. Tengri has created all Kazakhs like heroes. Yeah, so obviously my lyrics were not super accurate here. He looks happy to be there. Wow, look at these dancers. This is crazy. This is huge. Good for him. It's awesome. Oh, wow, cool. The guitar solo. That's a good place to pause it there. So I'll have to research it, but I'm wondering how many people are at this venue. It looks like it's a big crowd. And from what you all have said, people flock from all over the world to go to his concerts. I don't know if that was as much the case here because he's just kind of starting to become a phenomenon, but be interesting to know, who all was there from different countries and, where the majority of the people came from, if they're local or came from different parts of the world. So any of that information you have, that'd be great. Let's go back. But yeah, like I said, he looks in his element, right? I mean, he looks like he's just having a blast, and he's got all these dancers. I mean, this is way beyond anything from the singer competition, obviously, as far as the production. And, I love the theme of this whole, like, gold. It's kind of interesting. I mentioned in my my reaction, I think it was my Deanna reaction, I mentioned about being an author and how if you look behind me, you can see my book back there. It's the one facing forward. And one of the characters in my book is a prominent character in my book. There's a golden eagle, plays a big part. It's a character in my book. So It's a symbol of like the highest level of something. I won't go into more detail, but so I don't know, that just kind of hit home to see the golden eagle there. It's neat. So let's go back. Yeah, this is amazing. Look at all this. I love the guitar. Wow. This guy's good. Oh, that's cool. So he's doing a little pop style. Wow. That was cool. Wait. Okay. Okay. I wasn't prepared for that. You just did a whistle. What was that note? So I believe, based on my little app that has the piano on it, that's an F7, I think. But I'm going to rewind it and see if I'm correct. I'm just going by what my memory of the note. Let me go back. That I was not prepared for that. Wow, he just turned it on all of a sudden. Let me go back to his little where he starts. He does a little run. So it's an F. Yeah, F7, yeah. Wow. That's crazy. That's up there. Okay, I'll go forward now. I am your son and I love you. Wow. What an ending. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, that was amazing. And I think we talked about this like in the comments. Several people, we were kind of going back and forth talking about his general health and well-being in Bastau versus the singer competition. And I think this is my third, I believe it's my third performance from this concert that I've watched. Daybreak, Didi Dow, and Diva Dance. This is my fourth. So, but I have to say that I do agree with that. I think that he does look pretty skinny. I think someone mentioned that. So he does look pretty skinny, but vocal wise, his voice definitely sounds more healthy. Like he was completely comfortable throughout that entire song. Just owning it. I mean, he did the same in The Singer, but there's just like I said, as a vocalist, you can kind of get a sense for it, because you've been there. so you can kind of see when someone is not 100%. And I just got that feeling several times during the singer competition. But yeah, he owned that song, and the whole production is amazing. And I'd be curious to know like how much time he had to prepare for this concert, because when there's blocking, there's different things he has to kind of know as far as what's going on, and being able to rehearse with the band and everything else, and get familiar with the staging and everything. So I'm wondering how much time. I believe between the end of the singer and this, there was like a couple of months, I believe. So, which is not a ton of time. I mean, a lot of the songs were songs he did for the singer. So that part of it as a vocalist, it makes it easier because you already have been working very hard in this case, for the competition. And so they're fresh. And yeah, but that whistle note was crazy. And it was strong. It was definitely strong. I mean, it's still an octave from what he did at Gaku, but that's crazy still. I mean, to go that high, and he hit it no problem. So that's awesome. I'm anxious to see the next song on the list here. Looks like it's Juldizim. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Juldizim. Looks like the next song on the program. And then it's Daybreak, so I'll skip over that one because I already have a reaction to that one on my channel, and go to Without You. So I'm not sure if that's like the U2 version of With or Without You, like that song, but I'll have to look into that one. So yeah, I'm going to just go through the songs here at Bastau and then move on. I have some suggestions from you. If you have any further suggestions as to songs from around this time period. I did get a comment from someone where they said that they didn't like the fact that I was going through this chronologically, starting from, early on. So I really would like all of you to weigh in on that. A lot of you have said, no, you like that, but just to kind of get a census of that again from all of you. Because like I said, this is all about, you. And I mean, obviously I enjoy having the kind of story arc where I see their growth and all of that. But if you as my viewers would rather have me, skip forward and see some of the more recent performances, then I'm also happy to do that if there's a large majority of you that want me to do that. So if you could weigh in on that in the comments and let me know, or whether you're liking the fact that I'm kind of taking it in order and, watching his growth. Those comments are also very valuable to me to know and get a gauge for that. So thanks again for your patience. Sorry there was such a gap in between Dimash reactions, but we're back on track, and I'll be putting more out later on this week. So my goal is to do like 2 or 3 Dimash reactions a week, if possible. Thanks again for all your support. There's been a real outpouring from all of you through the course of my beginnings here. I think I'm coming up on the month, actually. I think I hit a month within the last 2 or 3 days since I started my channel, and the support from all of you has been overwhelming. And I was re-watching some of my reactions, and there was one where I kind of reached out to all of you and talked about the fact that you're friends from around the world, and I still feel very strongly about that we are friends, and we communicate with each other, and we're feeling things together through the music and learning, and Dimash is bringing special things through his music to the world and to us as deers, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the journey with you, and I enjoy getting to know you a little bit through your comments, and I appreciate that you listen to me ramble and talk about my family and different things as well. So thank you very much. And like I said, if you could please subscribe and click on the notifications and support my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Take care.